Welcome, everyone. Let's just dive right in because today we're tackling something literally every single professional faces at some point, the really tricky nature of workplace politics. And we're not just talking about toxic backbiting here. We're also looking at sudden manipulative kindness. In this explainer, we're going to unpack a super fascinating framework on how to navigate these traps using nothing but your own integrity. We'll break it all down using real-world case study so you can maintain your professionalism and, just let your actions do the talking. Okay, so how do you win a workplace argument, or for that matter, disarm a manipulator, without saying a single word? Sounds kind of impossible, right? I mean, our natural human instinct is to either get super defensive or just immediately trust a smiling face. But the source material we're exploring today completely challenges that instinct. It argues that our immediate emotional reactions are often the exact traps we need to avoid.
Consider this core philosophy. The goal usually isn't to actually win the argument. It's to protect your reputation, reduce conflict, and just let their behavior speak for itself. It is all about prioritizing your long-term credibility over that short-term validation. So whether you're dealing with an angry gossiper or someone who is suddenly being suspiciously sweet to you, staying firmly anchored in your own integrity is absolutely your best defense.
All right, here's our roadmap for the explainer today. We're covering 1. The workplace gossip trap. 2. Defending the front line. 3. Protecting sensitive roles. 4. Leadership under fire. And finally, 5. The integrity playbook. Let's start with Section 1, the workplace gossip trap. Office politics are basically designed to bait you. Think about it. If a coworker spreads a rumor, they want an emotional reaction. If they suddenly start acting unusually nice, well, they might be masking a hidden agenda. Our core strategy here is reverse psychology mixed with a really simple mindset. Trust slowly, verify quietly. By staying calm, you totally force a gossiper to shoulder the burden of proof. And by staying observant, you protect yourself from manipulation. Simply taking a breath and holding back that immediate, naive trust completely disarms the trap. Moving on to Section 2, defending the front line. Let's look at a real-world scenario in a call center chat environment. For months, this employee, Sneha, completely ignores her colleague Neha. But suddenly, literally a week before performance reviews, Sneha becomes incredibly sweet. She's calling Neha her friend and asking for her personal chat shortcuts. Now, the wrong reaction here, sharing your hard-earned knowledge immediately just because you crave that validation. The smart reaction, Neha smiles, offers to help with general teamwork, but firmly keeps her personal notes to herself. And guess what? When reviews ended, Sneha's friendliness totally vanished. Kind words are free, guys, but trust is expensive. We see a very similar trap in the voice process department. Sneha, who again rarely speaks to Neha, suddenly praises her call skills and asks to log into Neha's system for a few minutes, claiming hers is broken. Instead of just caving in, Neha politely refuses and offers to call IT for her, and instantly, Sneha becomes cold again. The lesson here is pretty profound. A relationship that only survives while you're actively useful to them was never a real relationship to begin with. Setting a healthy boundary is the fastest way to reveal true intentions. All right, Section 3, protecting sensitive roles. In IT operations, the stakes are incredibly high. Sneha ignores Neha for months until a massive server issue hits. Suddenly it's, oh, Neha, you're the only one who can save this. Right, so Neha steps up and fixes the issue professionally because, hey, it's her job. She gathers the logs, joins the incident review, and presents the facts. But she doesn't expect a new best friend in return. And sure enough, after the fix, Sneha goes right back to ignoring her. The big takeaway? Help people because it reflects your professional character, not because you expect their unwavering loyalty. Honestly, expectations usually create way more tears than reality. This exact same dynamic pops up in HR too. Out of nowhere, Sneha starts inviting Neha out for coffee. The catch? During the chat, Sneha casually leans in and asks, "So, tell me honestly, who's planning to resign?" Instead of taking the bait and sharing office gossip to bond, Neha just smiles and politely says she isn't comfortable discussing other people's personal decisions. The conversation just abruptly ends. You have to realize some questions are literally just fishing nets disguised as friendly chats. In HR and really anywhere, silence often protects both your career and your peace. Section 4, leadership under fire. When you move up into management, these traps kind of evolve. Sneha becomes a manager and suddenly starts praising Neha every single day, calling her the most trusted employee. But wait for it. This flattery is immediately followed by demands for Neha to work late every single weekend with absolutely zero recognition. Neha respectfully replies that she's happy to support genuine business needs, but she also needs a work-life balance. And almost instantly, those daily compliments dry up. Praise that disappears the exact moment you set a professional boundary was never actual respect. It was just a tool being used to manipulate you. Which brings us to Section 5, the Integrity Playbook.
So, across all these totally different departments, a really clear universal framework emerges for surviving toxic office politics. Number 1, stay polite and professional, always. Don't react publicly in anger, and don't overshare personal info. Number 2, trust slowly and verify quietly. Number 3, maintain your healthy boundaries and judge people by their consistent actions, not just flattering words. Number 4, document your work. Your evidence is literally your armor. And finally, number 5, continue treating everyone fairly, escalating through proper channels only when your actual day-to-day work is affected.
I really want you to absorb this thought. Gossip may get attention quickly, and flattery might feel amazing in the moment, but consistent integrity is what earns lasting trust. People's behavior is going to constantly shift based on what they need from you. You don't have to walk around suspicious of everyone, but every single time you choose a boundary over eager validation, you are investing in your own long-term professional survival. So, I'm going to leave you with this question to ponder today. The very next time a coworker tries to bait you, whether that's with a hostile rumor or just some sudden, unearned kindness, will you surrender your boundaries or will you anchor yourself in documented integrity? Remember, you get to dictate your own narrative, not by reacting to every single whisper or smile, but by observing quietly and acting wisely. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep letting your consistent work speak for itself.